Hey, welcome to another edition of This Week in Pokemon Go with me, Trainer Weaves. We have some amazing news coming up. Niantic have finally announced that those of us who could not go to GoFest will be getting Celebi from 20th August, which is next Monday, yes. Hopefully, it'll be a nice staggered rollout so that we, over here in the UK, don't have to wait until Tuesday. It will be a series of special research, much like the Mew quest. And for those of you who do not yet have Mew, it's okay, you won't be left out. As long as you've done the third stage of the Mew special research, you can participate in the quests for Celebi. And the third stage is to reach trainer level 15, battle in 2 raids, and battle in a gym 2 times, so it is super easy. Those of you who did go to GoFest will still be able to participate, but instead of getting Celebi, you will get a bunch of candy at the end of it. Hooray! Alongside the launch of the Celebi quests, we will also be getting more Johto spawns, that is Gen 2, and we will be getting field research containing Gen 2 Pokemon. We also get a free Celebi shirt for our trainer. On top of that, if you have the right medal, you will unlock clothing in the style store. Now presumably this will be like the Kanto clothing that came out before, which was a full outfit. We did have to pay for those, and they were 200 coins for most of the items, 150 for, I think, a hat, and 50 coins for a bag. Possibly the other way around. As much as I like dressing up my avatar, 200 coins for a shirt is just too much, I think. If it was something like 50 coins, I would be buying clothes all the time. But 200 coins is 4 days in a gym. To get the full outfit, it'll be 1,000 coins, that's 20 days in a gym, or a whole bunch of cash. But hey, if it's super cute, I might still buy it. I totally bought the Pikachu shirt. We also have a new legendary raid boss, that is a tier 5, and that is Regirock. It will be here until 20th September, so you have plenty of time to get that. Regirock is, as one might surmise from the name, a rock Pokemon. So he is weak to ground, steel, fighting, water, and grass. But it has rock and electric attacks, so maybe don't totally rely on water Pokemon because they will be weak to those. These are some of the graphics that people have produced to help you pick the right raid counters, and I will link the source of those in the description below. We also have information on the upcoming community days. So the next one is on 22nd September, and that will feature Chikorita, who is one of the Gen 2 starters. We also get triple catch XP for that. After September, the dates for Community Day are 21st October and 10th November. We don't know what Pokemon will be featured then. But if the pattern continues, it will be starter, then another Pokemon, then a starter, then another Pokemon. So chances are 10th November will be another of the Gen 2 starters. We also got a new version of the app this month, and this has a lot of big changes. First up, most importantly, the friend screen now has indicators that show you when you've interacted with a friend today and when you've sent them a gift, so you don't have to keep scrolling and checking or make lists or just generally all those things that make sending gifts to friends such a pain when you have more than 10 friends. If you look at this screenshot, you will see that some of the avatars there have a blue glow behind them. Those are the ones that I've interacted with already today. If you look at this one, you will see a tiny little arrow in the corner of the avatar picture. That means I've sent them a gift today. On top of that, the app also, when you open a gift, it doesn't scroll all the way back to the top. So if you scroll 4 pages down to find a specific person to open their gift, and then you want to scroll a bit more, you can just do that. It's so nice. Little quality of life changes are great. Speaking of which, in my most recent beginner's guide video, I talked about the search parameters, and I very specifically said, you cannot search for lucky Pokemon. You can now! Hooray! Mere hours after I upload the video. But that's a good thing because it means that the game is constantly changing and improving! In the settings of the most recent version, there's also an option to hide your most recent catches. I can't really think of a good reason why I would use it, but maybe if you tell someone that you're not going out for a raid, and you sneak off and you go out and do the raid, you won't get caught. In my last news video, I talked about how there was a bug with encounters, where if you fed a berry to a Pokemon, and then for some reason you left the encounter, maybe you ran away, maybe your internet dropped, the game would be bugged and you wouldn't be able to get back into that encounter, which was a problem if you had loads of stacked encounters from quests that you were saving for some reason. That bug has now been fixed, so you should be able to go back into your stacked quests, or rather your stacked quest encounters, and go catch all those dudes. A while back I talked about how when you give out gifts there is a map icon showing exactly where the Pokestop that the gift came from is. That was removed in a previous version, so you don't have to worry now about people pinpointing exactly where you've been on the map. They've actually moved that feature over to the nearby scanner. So if you go into your nearby, click on a Pokemon showing there, you will get the Pokestop. Hit the Pokestop picture itself, that will give you the full description of the Pokestop, and the map link, which will be very handy when new Pokemon come out, because the silhouette for new Pokemon that you haven't caught yet can be quite far away, so it'll be much easier to navigate to those distant Pokestops. One downside of going to the latest version of Pokemon Go is that they have now introduced a visual swooping bug to Android. It was already on iOS. Now it seems to be the Android version, and that is when you click on an encounter, the camera will spin, and it's a little bit nauseating, and it takes a little bit longer, and more importantly, if you have that bug, it does not show the shiny sparkles when you have a shiny Pokemon. Not a problem for most, but you might miss, say, shiny Bulbasaur or shiny Plusle, any of those Pokemon where the difference is very small. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon. Niantic have also introduced a new feature called Niantic Kids. Now this should be a way for trainers under 13 to be able to register and stay safe. We don't know exactly what that will do yet, but they have said that any kids who already have a Pokemon Trainer Club account will be able to link it to Niantic Kids. Hopefully more information on that soon. Another thing from last week, we are actually in the middle of a trading event right now, which I totally forgot to mention. It's running until the 19th of August, and you get 3 extra candy per trade, and trades actually cost 25% less Stardust. So if you were doing a normal trade that would cost 100 Stardust, it now costs 75. You will also get triple XP for new Pokédex entry registrations this week. So if you're waiting on any trades, do those before the 19th, and you will get extra XP as well as a whole bunch of candy. The other thing that happened last week was, of course, Eevee Community Day, or Eevee Community Weekend. I actually went to Chester, which is a city in England that has possibly the highest density of Pokestops in the country. And I gotta say, it was amazing. There were Eevee everywhere. It's so good. It is definitely worth going for some kind of community day. If you're playing Pokemon Go, which obviously you are because you're watching this video. Now the reason Chester has so many Pokestops is an organization called Big Heritage works in partnership with Niantic. They had a big event last year where they got 100 new Pokestops added to the city to promote heritage. Chester is an old city, and there is a lot of British history going on there. So a lot of it is the heritage trails, historic buildings, things like that, which obviously Niantic love to support. Part of the reason we went there was, of course, because you need so many Eevee to try and get all the forms, but also they did official Chester gym badges, like this one. And Big Heritage will be giving these away in Chester throughout the whole of August. So if you happen to be nearby, definitely worth a trip. So that's it for this week in Pokemon Go. Good luck with your Celebi quests next week. I will be doing a series of videos, maybe even some live streams, and hopefully it doesn't take forever to get. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the like, the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe if you want more beginner's guides and more news and more other Pokemon videos when I think of them. I will see you guys later.